Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I'm back from tennis. I actually just played some games and decided to shoot a video. Now, this video is actually in response to a couple people who actually sent it across. Now, one of the things that I've been told before, and one subscriber in particular was like, hey, you've got your top 10 fragrances or designer fragrances that are long lasting, but most of those fragrances I think are more suited for cold weather. Could you make one that's suited for hot weather? And I was like, well, that's odd. So I went back, took a look at the actual video, and decided, oh, you know what, he's absolutely right. Most of these fragrances, if not all of them, are fragrances that I primarily wear during the fall or during the winter. So I figured it's actually a pretty good idea to go ahead and make this video and make 5 fragrances that are long lasting on the designer side, specifically for the summer. So that's where this video came from, and that's where it is actually targeted. Now, just a couple things in general, but the first thing is that I've always found choosing summer fragrances a little bit difficult, only because of that exact thing. You can't find things that are long lasting. A lot of ones die out pretty quickly. To me, I've always liked winter fragrances a little bit better than summer fragrances, but I've recently kind of changed my mind just because I found so many, especially on the niche side, fragrances that are great for the warm weather and that fit that bill. So that's kind of a background for it, all right? So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Now again, these fragrances are not in ascending order or a descending order or anything like that. These are just 5 long-lasting summer fragrances on the designer side, okay? So starting off at number 5, we've got a fragrance from the house of Mont Blanc. It's called Mont Blanc Individual. Now, Mont Blanc Individual was a fragrance that I actually recently shamefully discovered, even though it was released in 2003. Now, this is a berry monster. It starts off kind of so-so to me, but after about 20 minutes on your skin, it just gains strength and it becomes this delicious berry scent. It's often compared to Creed's original Santal. Personally, I'm not, with that comparison. I think it's its great own, fragrance. It's pretty original. I still haven't come across many scents that even come anywhere near to this. And best of all, it's long lasting. This lasts on my skin at the very least, 10, 12 hours plus, easily. Great long lasting fragrance. You can definitely purchase it around if you look around. I would highly suggest, if you're definitely going to buy this, purchase it from an authorized retailer. This is heavily faked, so do with that what you will. All right. Now, fragrance number 4 on the list is a fragrance from the house of Armani. It's actually Acqua di Gio Profumo. Now, Profumo, or ADD Profumo, is a flanker of the original Acqua di Gio. Now, Acqua di Gio is a fantastic fragrance in it, through and through. I have found Profumo to be Acqua di Gio on crack. Personally, I think it's better smelling, and it also is much better in terms of the performance department. We're talking about easily another fragrance that lasts 12 plus hours. So you spray it on in the day, and it's going to be with you at night. Fantastic in that regard. I found it to be a little bit, more spicy, a little bit sharper than the original, and it just does absolutely fantastic in its own. It is a little expensive, as on the designer side, it's going to run you, I think, high 90s, maybe into the hundreds, but I found it to be well worth it. And again, 12 plus hours, it's no slouch. It's a long-lasting, great scent for the summer. Does absolutely fantastic in that regard. All right, so Acqua di Gio Profumo. Now, a fragrance coming in at number 3, again, no particular order, but the third fragrance on the list is from the house of Terry Muger. We're talking about Ultra Zest. Now, Ultra Zest is a favorite within my household. My wife loves it. I love it. It is the original Angel Men's DNA, but it's infused with orange. It's basically like an orange Angel Men, if you will, but it's lighter on that side. It's probably the lightest of the Pure Series bunch. It still retains a little bit of that patchouli, that woody dry down, but it is the lightest of the bunch, and it is definitely a good summer fragrance to actually wear. And with the Mugler or with the Zest line or with the with the Pure line, this still retains some strength to it. So this is 10 plus hours on my skin easily, and it's more suited toward the nighttime when you're in the summer. It's got that orangey, kind of orange, patchouli, chocolatey type of a vibe to it that does absolutely fantastic. So Ultra Zest, another great fragrance that is long lasting for the summer. Now the next fragrance on the list is an oldie. This one has been in the fragrance community for a while. It's from the house of Chanel. We're talking about Allure Homme Sport. Now, Allure Homme Sport is no stranger if you're a fan of fragrances. This is a lemon zesty, it's powerful, it lasts a long time, 10 plus, 12 plus hours on your skin, and it almost has like this, I want to say, creamy-ish dry down to it that is absolutely magical along with it too. A lot of people tend to forget about this fragrance, but it really is an excellent long-lasting summer fragrance that does absolutely fantastic for what it's doing. So Allure Homme Sport is definitely up there, and that's the second fragrance on the list. Now moving on to the number one fragrance on the list, this is from the house of Dior. This is Dior's Sauvage. Now Dior Sauvage, I have put this on a couple of my lists. You guys are well familiar with it if you follow my channel. Dior Sauvage, it's, in my opinion, it's now my number one compliment getting fragrance. But its strength also lies in the fact that it's not a fragrance that you spray on and just disappears. This is a fragrance that you spray on and it lasts with you all day long. Even if you catch yourself on the collar, at least it'll last you easily 15 plus hours. So definitely a great long-lasting scent that you can wear for the summer. Sorry about that. The one downfall is you may I even hesitate to list this as a downfall, only because I've talked about it so much, I see so many other people talking about it so much, you may come across people who smell just like you. So once a fragrance kind of hits that zenith and it kind of goes over and everyone's talking about it and it's everywhere, then you're going to run into that. But it is an excellent scent if you're looking for a long-lasting summer scent. So those are 5 long-lasting summer scents. I've got plenty of other scents that last longer on my skin, but I specifically chose fragrances that I know last longer, not only on my skin, but on other people's skin as well, and that, friends of mine, other reviewers have reported success with. So those are 5 solid fragrances that smell great, and they last long, all right? So be on the lookout for my same list, but only with niche fragrances. That should be interesting. I can't wait to actually release that. And now also keep in mind that this list is completely different than my top 10 summer list, which should be coming out pretty soon as it's May. And I usually like to release it like a month before the actual summertime goes, just to give people a little bit of time to prep. All right? So that's pretty much it. Let me know what your top 5 fragrances are as far as long-lasting summer fragrances go. Leave them down in the comments below. That way when other people come to this video, they'll scroll down in the comments and they'll see some other people's opinions on what they think are top 5 or our top lasting summer scents. All right? Help each other out. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.